Hello. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm back. This is Neva with the Love Storm Show. I've been having a little technical difficulties, but I'm hoping that all things are well now. I will see in just a moment. Um, let's see here. You know, I want to converse with some of you. I want to open up this dialogue to communicate back and forth. I think I'm gonna have to bring on some extra special guests in on this dialogue here, and get some input and get some male perspective input and female perspective input, and see how things roll here. So this evening again, we're hoping to get my guest on. I know he's been kind of busy in between things. Had got him a bit busy, so we're gonna see what goes here and see what happens. No answer from the live guest. What could be possibly going on here? You know, I don't have no my settings is open. I see Shamika say bring them on camera. I don't know why DJ is not saying the same thing. It's not telling me he's watching. I don't see his camera, the little camera sign on. Hey, Shamika. Maybe it's taking time to register, DJ. I don't know. D'Angelo. Okay. Is it the wording here? Hey, DJ. You know something? I think. Okay. What is going on here? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure either, DJ. I'm so sorry. Not sure what. Just keep saying no answer from the live guest video. I'll try to get you. Let's try a couple more times, because I'll be deleting this, so we're just gonna use this as a stepping stone. I'm adding. Let me just try to add someone else and see if it's maybe my phone settings or your settings. He did request me. I'm gonna add one of my daughters. I hope you all are situated. And see, Shamika, I'm gonna add you. Yeah, see, that worked. See, I'm adding my daughter. It says adding, but DJ, I'm sure why yours not.
Yeah, I'm able to get on, so I'm not sure.
I'm not sure why his is working. Okay. I'm gonna be deleting this. It's just the last
Yeah,
few moments. We're
take
gonna
me
try to
off.
see what's
I
going on.
understand.
All right. DJ, I'm not sure what's going on.
So am I the guest for the night? Nah,
More
let's
or less.
win.
Well, not giving up love?
Um, Love is not easy. Love takes patience, it takes commitment, and it's a lot of compromising. So you always want to display and show love to any and everyone, and you know, not just so easily give up on it, especially if you truly love someone. Just like a job that you go to, love is like working a job. So you want to put those same qualities into everything else, also into your love.
Yes, yes. Use that same energy that we use to show our employers that we're dedicated, we're responsible, we're reliable, we're trustworthy, and honest. So those are very good ethics and that points to bring out that can keep us pushing and moving through things. So eh, you don't have to get very detailed, but and I say this to all my guests, just kind of give us a little leeway on maybe some experiences. Maybe like, was it difficult in the beginning? Was there what you know you need and what you're missing? Because sometimes you know they could be just consumed by some thoughts that keep them off the balance of what it is that they need to push through. So what are some of the biggest ultimate no-nos in a relationship? More detail on marriages, because marriage is a God's, it's under God's law, and we can't expect to get the greatest or best out of relationship if we're not married. So what do you think is the big ultimate no-nos
Um,
that can lead to irreconcilable differences?
Especially, stepping out on your spouse. You don't want to just be feeling like, once again, like you can't communicate with your spouse. It's always important to feel like you have that outlet with them and not just feeling like, oh, you got this friend that you want to be talking to all the time about your relationship, and you should always have that open gate with your spouse to have that leeway of communication, so never talk. I wouldn't say never talk, but be mindful of what you speak to your spouse of other people to other people. You don't want to put your spouse down talking them to others, and then, y'all want to keep what y'all have going on between y'all and God.
Yeah,
Keep that three-way cord going, and, always just work it out.
yeah, so true, so true. And that's the most important thing, that everyone, because you can't do anything without God, because God is of love. God gives us life. So if we're not keeping him front and foremost, how can we expect things to go the way we feel this should go? You know, you have to incorporate God in your life daily and to stay prayerful, not just for yourself, for sanity, also for that of your spouse, so that things can line up in accordance with God, because it's a threefold cord, a threefold cord. So, you know, um, love, is motivating, it's encouraging, it's uplifting, and it can fill a room. And if a person is of love and they're true at heart, you can walk into a room and they'll gravitate to you because they'll know, you know, whether it's coworkers and other family members, or sometimes even complete strangers.
Hmm.
And so, you know, we definitely want to keep ourselves lifted, and remind ourselves, give ourselves and keep ourselves grounded, to be able to receive and to give love to others. hmm So, maybe there's some experiences that you saw that others may have had that, you know, maybe you have saw where someone has had just a downtrodden experience, and maybe you said to yourself, that person may have not been right in what they did, the choices in that couple's relationship. And sometimes we don't always speak to others about what it is that they go through or how we can advise them. But has it ever been a time where you saw someone in a situation where they just weren't right to their spouse, and it was something you probably wanted to share with them that you didn't get to share, like to inspire them, to bring them back to be balanced with their marriage and their mate?
Yeah, once again, every relationship and marriage, goes through their trials and tribulations. No relationship is perfect. So I haven't firsthand really saw anybody going through anything but just the normals. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I mean, you always have to be willing to compromise with your spouse. Don't be okay with certain behaviors. You want to correct them when they're in the wrong and not just settling for the behavior like, oh, well, that's just them. And that's not just them. Even though you're comfortable in some ways, you can always better yourself. So
Mm-hmm. Always.
don't just settle for it to think that, oh, I have to deal with this. This is who my spouse is, because everybody have a better self within them.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So what are some of the things that what are some of the things that you find that could be attracting to someone? Well, you know, that could be attractive. Say, for instance, just their mannerism. So if we, meet someone and their mannerism, we look at mannerism, we look at respect, we look at how the tone that they carry with somebody. So I think I just answered it to same time actually, but I just want some things that attract individuals in a peaceful, loving way, and not just only in marriages. That love love comes in different forms and multitudes, and in our careers, in people's careers, and the things that they enjoy doing. Um, you just like you say, your jobs and relationships, marriages. You know, so we want to be admirable to others. You know, and
Yes, setting a good example for others
example.
around us. I,
Yes.
I watch more off actions than words of anything. So I always tell my husband, your actions speak so much louder than your words. Just because you tell somebody you love them, you have to show them that you love them.
hmm Yes. Yes. Because what words are actions, because it tells you what to it's an action word. Love is an action word. Just like I said, can you go close that door? Yeah, you go close the door. It's an action word. So yes, words are action words. So we can't just say it. We have to be it. We have to do it. You know. So yeah. So my motto is don't ever stop loving, so you don't miss your blessing. Because I think a lot of people, they just give up. They just give up. Like I was sharing with the viewers before, myself personally been through a lot, and I'm not gonna stop loving. you know, because if I stop loving, then that's I set myself back and I set myself up for a trap. So I want to just thank you for your input and thank you for being coming in as a substitute. I won't hold you long because I was all caught off guard and hope to get some other things rescheduled. Is there any other thing you would
Oh
want to
yeah.
share?
Um, no, once again, just never stop loving. There's always hope, no matter how dark the road may seem. It's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Indeed, definitely. It always is because what they say, you have to get through your storm
Hmm.
to get to where you're going. Just like when we see a stormy day, a lot of times after the storm, we see a rainbow, so we know it's always good later. We can't rush the process. We have to understand what's going on in order
Hmm.
to make any corrections that will get you to your destiny.
Yep.
So again, folks, and I want to thank you, Shamika, daughter. Yes, audience, this is my daughter. She's, she's very wise in relationship marriage, and I want to thank her for the short moment and the last minute of coming on. And once again, I want to let everybody know that the Love Storm Show is here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you that love is not lost. Love is existing, and we're here to motivate and pass on the love that is missing in the world. We hope that we reach many hearts. So don't ever stop loving so you don't miss your blessing. Love is everything. Turn it up. So once again, thank you. Thank you for
All right.
coming onto the
Thank
show.
you.